Hey everybody, it's me, Ellen. I'm here coming at you from the V2 Mindfulness Room. We are a teen program in North Georgia. So I want to show you today, actually, one of our teens' favorite mindful activities. And I want to give you a little background first. So being a teenager, being a person is hard. It's hard to be a human being sometimes, but I think with teens specifically, with the advent of social media, with the advent of this kind of like instant gratification, experience that we have, it's hard to learn how to focus your attention because there's something vying for your attention all the time, be it notifications on the phone or your actual work you're supposed to be doing in school, or the relationships that you have, drama, all of that, the news. There's just constantly stimulation coming in, and it can be really overwhelming. It actually does some pretty damaging things to our ability to focus and attend to things. And it can just be too much. So mindfulness is a really great thing to bring into your life if you're someone who struggles with paying attention, focusing their attention, or you just need to take a break from all of that overstimulation. So this activity is a really great one that our youth love. I constantly get requests to do this activity when we're practicing mindfulness together. So this is Tibetan singing bowl. You can buy these on Amazon, but you can order it from artisans who make them as well. But they're not hard to find. And it's essentially just a little metal bowl with a wooden stick, and it makes a sound. So when we're in person, this really resonates for a long time. So online, it may be that the sound doesn't last as long as it might normally, or that I ring the bell and it seems like it's quiet, but I still sit for a while. Well, it's probably because I'm still hearing it, but you may not be able to. So just know that it might seem like it doesn't ring very long, but in actuality, it's just maybe not being picked up by the computer. So how does this work? What are we doing with this? How do we tie this back to mindfulness? Because it's a nice bell sound, but what does that have to do with mindfulness? So we want to practice honing in on something or focusing our attention, or we just want to give our very busy brains a job instead of thinking about all of that information that's come in that's making us feel maybe stressed or overwhelmed, or our to-do list or things we haven't done, or replaying embarrassing moments in our life. We can replace that by giving our brain a job, because your brain's going to keep going no matter what. Our brains are not meant to stop thoughts. That's not something that happens. Like, our brain is meant to be thinking, but sometimes we need to give it some direction about what we want it to think about. Enter the singing bowl. So I'm going to give your brain a job. What we're going to do is I'm going to ring this bell, this bowl, and I want you to listen to the sound of the singing bowl with all your might. I want you to put all of your attention on the sound of that bowl. And when you can no longer hear it, just raise your hand. That's it. Very easy, okay? So let's try it together. Go ahead and find yourself in a nice posture, seated position, shoulders back and down. Turn off the distractions. I have a phone here. It's on silent. I don't want anything to interrupt our time together. So I'm going to ring the bowl. Just want you to sit there, and when you, where you are, can no longer hear it, just raise your hand. If you're not in a place where you can raise your hand, just note in your mind, I can't hear it anymore. Okay? Let's give our brains a job. Put all of our attention on the sound of the bowl. Here we go. I can't hear it anymore. How was that? Was that easy? Were you able to focus on the sound? Or was it hard because of distractions or because of your brain pulling you away to other thoughts? Let's try it again. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes for this one. Now, if you're not comfortable, that's okay. Just soften the gaze and bring it down. But if you're comfortable with it, close your eyes and see if that can help close off some of those outside distractions. Okay? I actually had a youth tell me the last time I did this, which was about a week ago, that youth said that they have ADHD And that closing the eyes is really helpful because their brain is just constantly becoming distracted by the things that are around them. And we're in a really colorful space full of cool things to look at. Maybe you're in a really cool space. So eyes closed can help folks, but you do what's right for you. Try it one more time together. Here we go. How was that? How did that compare to the first time? Easier? Harder? Same? Let me know in the comments or what your thoughts are about this or in general. I hope that this was helpful. You can do this anytime. You don't need a singing bowl. You can just use whatever ambient sound is around you in your environment and say, we're going to think about this right now. So that might be a particular song that's on the radio, or it might be, I'm going to think about the sound of the air conditioner running, or I'm going to think about the birds singing outside. I'm just for a moment, I'm going to put my attention on that. And just whenever you're ready, you can shift back to whatever you were doing before. So thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you in future videos. Thanks.